Hello everybody and welcome to another Modern stream. This might be a short one today, but because it might be a short one, I wanted to make it a very, very juicy one. So we have played Elvish Reclaimer in Titan decks. We have played Elvish Reclaimer in Ramp decks. We have played Elvish Reclaimer in aggro decks. It was only a matter of time before we played Elvish Reclaimer in a control deck. So what we got going on here is Reclaimer control. Hell yeah. So the idea for this deck is just the same idea that we always have, right? Like just casting this guy and making sure that it takes over thanks to a card like Field of the Dead, and it's very, very powerful interaction with Flagstones of Trocair. So let's go over, first of all, let's go over the cards that we have in the deck. So Reclaimer, no-brainer. We have a couple of ways of ramping, which are Growth Spiral and Explore. Even though the mana base is going to be sketchy, we're going to go over it real quick. But the blue in Growth Spiral, blue-green as opposed to just, green and a colorless. Even though it's going to be slightly harder to cast, the fact that we are a Remand / Cryptic command deck definitely means that Growth Spiral instant speed is going to be more relevant than the ease of casting. There you go, the ease of casting that Explorer has. So we got that going on there in the ramp package. We also have Dryad and Uro, both of which also ramp. And then we have Titan, which is going to be the end game. We also have access to a card like Cryptic Command, which is where the control side of things comes up. But that is going to be the shell. Of course, the removal spell is going to be limited to Reclaimer fetching one of our Valakuts and getting our Dryad online. But probably most of the winning is going to be courtesy of this folks right here, the giant package. When we go to the mana base, that's where we have the usual Flagstones. We're only playing 3 Flagstones. As you can see, there's no white cards in the main deck. The only white cards in the entire deck are the 2 Purges in the sideboard. But we have 3 Flagstones that can go get Hallowed Fountain, Irrigated Farmland, or Temple Garden, right over here. In order to make sure that the Flagstones can actually fix our mana effectively, we have access to Mystic Gate that gets activated with a white source. And we also have access to Wooded Bastion, which is basically just a way to make sure that our white sources in Flagstones can actually help us cast Uro or Dryad or Primeval Titan in the late game. So I think that Filter Lands are definitely an underexplored land type in Modern specifically. Obviously in Legacy you have dual lands, so you don't need this, but in Modern I think Wooded Bastions, Filter Lands are very, very powerful, and they have the ability to kind of like offset the natural downsides of some mana bases like this one, for example, because we're forced into playing Flagstones to go with our Reclaimer. So we're kind of using this. We also saw a Spartan Spike adding Mystic Gate, to the Bant control deck, and I was very, very impressed by that card being able to helping us casting Skyclave Apparition a lot more easily. So definitely a lot of power in those cards. We also have a one-off fun of Mystic Sanctuary that we can of course fetch for whenever needed, and then we can bounce and replay thanks to Simic Growth Chamber. The idea is of course that we can just loop Remand, or obviously Cryptic is where we're going to be looking forward. Barring that, we have of course Field of the Dead and Bojuka Bog, Ghost Water. That's going to be the extent. I guess Valakut could also be considered a utility land. That is as far as the utility land box is gonna be. I don't think we can really afford to play cards like Radiant Fountain or Cavern of Souls. Not when we're trying to cast Cryptic Command. We can potentially make the changes if we have to. This is gonna be my first rough draft with the list. This is a list that I got from House. House apparently has been doing well with this. Similar to something that Canister played a long time ago, which I did play on stream as well. And he was streaming it again today after House did really well with this specific list with Reclaimer. So this one is similar to Canisters. Maybe it's worse, but I don't know. It's Reclaimer. What am I gonna do? I don't know if I doubt it's Crocky's list. Does Crocky's even play Modern? I don't think Crocky's even plays this format. Anyway, this sideboard is a little bit of everything. I didn't really put too much thought into it. All I did is I just really wanted to play Celestial Purges in my sideboard, so we have those added. So we're just gonna go with it. Maybe I should have like one more Veil and cut one of my Dismembers. I don't know. Like there's just many ways that we can take this sideboarding. But I just think that any deck that can cast Celestial Purge reliably, which this deck can, right? We have the Flagstones, we have all the fetch lands, and we also have the Mystic Gate, the Bastion, and the actual duels. So we can probably cast Celestial Purge very reliably, and I think that any Reclaimer / Primeval Titan deck that can cast a Celestial Purge reliably should play it, because it's far and away the best sideboard card that a Titan deck can have, because it just answers all of the problematic cards, so can't really ask for too much more than that. Another thing is that we're playing 5 basics, which I think it's kind of the bare minimum that I would play in a deck like this, but I am going with 3 forests and 2 islands, of course with a snow split. I don't know whether that's correct. It sounds correct to me, but I may be wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to have more islands so I can cast Cryptic under a Blood Moon or something. I don't know. Again, this is a very, very rough draft. I just grabbed houses list and all the stuff that I really, really didn't like. I just kind of trimmed the fat a little bit. Jose also made some changes to it, and I made some changes on top of that. So we're gonna see how this works out. I don't think I like this. I don't think I like this either. Yikes. Let's bottom that, and let's bottom that, shall we? Let's hope that we draw a good land, or that my opponent has a green source that I can copy. Nailed it! Nailed it. Always had the perfect mana. What about a basic Plains to cast Purge when Moon is in play? No, that's too bad. If you look at the deck list, there's literally, like, the 2 Purges are the only white card in the 75. Yeah, I know. Like, that's why I said that I thought that maybe that could be wrong. Because of what you're saying right now. Like, that's exactly what I meant. What is my opponent doing over here? It's kind of a hot draw. It undoes our mulligan a little bit. So technically we can... Okay, I have no idea what my opponent is doing over there. Of 1 mind, 1 mana, draw 2. Broken. Copy this, and we're gonna bounce here, then replay. Now opponent doesn't have as good attacks. I'm also at 21. That's right, this guy gains life. Pfft. Silly card. So here we're probably gonna Growth Spiral. We could also cycle Irritated Farmland, but probably gonna go Growth Spiral first. Apparition. It's kind of fine. We just have to draw into a Titan or a Cryptic or something like that, so we can start doing some damage. Oh, you think it's the... Oh, I'm an idiot. I had to Growth Spiral in response. Okay, so now I just have to cycle the farmland. Whoops. Yep, super punished, because I could have played this land last turn. Growth Spiral. We could find a Valakut here. We don't. Find Reclaimer, though. So hopefully no another apparition. I'm at 12, so I'm not too scared about my life total. I'm scared about my opponent having 4 cards in hand, though. So I guess we didn't really get punished for the irrigated farmland line. So my opponent needs to answer either one of these. I guess we're gonna bounce the Reclaimer. That's the wrong one to bounce. Oh, it's also not great sequencing. What is this? 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I guess I have to block here. So I guess that it was actually a good one to bounce. Okay. I guess technically we could have gotten back Udo, but it's okay. We could just move on to the next game. These cards seem good. These cards seem not good. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, my opponent seems to be playing some sort of like aggro mid-range deck of sorts. Of 1 mind is a cool card though. I like when people try to make that work. I remember people trying that out with Young Pyromancer. Oops, my bad. Miscalculated there. But yeah, that was pretty cool when people tried that with Young PC, because Young PC kind of enables that card by itself. So it gives you a human and a non-human. I wonder if they have Medley Mage. They definitely have Medley Mage. Look at this hand. Like, this is a hand right here. This is a hand to be proud of right here. That's what this is. Just Bant Value Town. I don't think that they're really like a Value Town. Like, it's just like a mid-range. It didn't seem like too value oriented. Yeah, it seemed more tempo oriented. I would probably name it Bant Tempo before I name it Bant Value. Boom. Splinter Twin, go. Assemble Splinter Twin, go. So I guess we're gonna get gusted here. We can't get shadowed out it, which is the important part. Let's get the farmland and another flagstones in play. Play this. Play this. Say go. Ice Fang Quaddle. I'm gonna have an army of zombies coming up, so I wonder if I should have played around Mind Sensor there. I don't think so. Let's get a Hallowed Fountain in here. There's no need to get Valakut into play. I guess that there is, in case I want to copy it with Vesuva. So, like, if we top deck Dryad, we just win. It's not good. That is not good at all. But at least it wasn't the Temple Garden, which would have been the worst. Okay, our draws have not really panned out. No Mind Sensor is great. I think I'm just gonna get a fetch land here. That triggers Zombos. And now we can... All right, that's not bad. That is not bad. Here's Suro. Collected company. What's up, Nalaric? How's it going? Maybe they're gonna exile my Uro. Okay, it's kind of cute. Turn 1 Reclaimer, opponent can't do anything about it. Feels good, man. Feels good. I could have Gustos. They seem pretty bad. I'm just gonna percent again. Have a little Arrakis going on. I have no idea what that means, Kabochi. I tried the new Spike Brew, but lost to the clock twice. I really need to learn how to MTG more efficiently. Yeah, that is definitely a thing. When I just started playing MTGO, the first deck I built obviously was Amulet. Like I already knew how to play Amulet, so it took me a while to get to a point where I play at the speed that I do right now. It's practice. It is always a matter of practice. Am I supposed to? I think I'm supposed to bottom the Dryad here, and we're just supposed to just win with tokens. I kind of wish I could bottom the Fountain because it doesn't combo very well with... It basically undoes our Reclaimer. Oh, please path me. Path me, Amidala. Shock. Path. No. Ponem, confirmed coward. Path me, baby. I think I'm actually going to Growth Spiral here instead of activating Reclaimer. Oh, okay. Now that they did that, I think I'm gonna activate instead. Oh, I sacked the wrong one. Damn it. I guess we're still fine. The reason for doing that is because now the Reclaimer can block. Like if they had exiled my thingy, then I would have. Well, I guess I can't block. So we're probably gonna have to try to fix this mana right here. We got Uro, so I don't think I care about blocking here. Was definitely not expecting that one. 1, 2, 3. So I guess I want to get Valakut in case I draw a Dryad. Kind of sucks though. Plusing on me. Classic. damn it. I love being this good. Chances are maybe you should play Violent the way your curve works. No, I strongly disagree. I don't think Vial does anything really for us. I'm gonna play Udo here because it gains life so I don't just randomly die, and I'm gonna hold on to this one. Next turn I can Dryad plus Trigger to kill the Ashiok, but I need the land to be in my hand. You're playing the mirror, nice. The best thing I can draw here would have been a land. I guess I could just luck sack. So if they have path, they don't have path. Okay, so now I'm fine. Now I am fine. Let's see which lands they exiled. They got my Vesuva and I only have one of these, so that's a problem. Farmland. Okay, so I have no fetchables for Flagstone, so we can't use this to ramp. But I still wish to activate Reclaimer right now because my opponent clearly doesn't have a thing. So let's sack this. Probably gonna get another blue source here. So we're gonna get Mystic Gate. Kills the Scavenging Ooze. And then we fetch. Get a tapped Breeding Pool. Kill this guy now. And now we pass the turn. Remember when I fetched a Valakut in that turn? Where it looked like it wouldn't matter, but then it really did, and I won the game because of it? That was great. Knight of Autumn. It's pretty good. No arguments with the fact that that's pretty good. Could there be an Omnath? No, I don't want to play Omnath in this deck. Opponent pucks it in. Omnath is pretty much uncastable here. Do you have any advice on how to MTGO better? The best way to practice the MTGO thing without costing you money is to just play matches. Oof, yeah, hell yeah, I'm creeping this. To just play matches in the open play or the tournament practice rooms. It's not good for like actual gameplay because like there's a lot of people that are kind of salt off whenever they lose and like stuff like that. But what you want is to make sure that you get in the reps and you know how you're doing stuff basically. So they are good for specifically that and only that, if that makes sense. With Lance, you're kind of required to play with Flux. This kind of makes it free. Yeah, I don't think it's free. It's very far from free, actually. Very, very far from free. Yeah, this seems like blue Scape Shift. Which, unless we find a counterspell, is gonna, I assume is gonna be a bad matchup, and we are not finding a counterspell. We are not finding a counterspell. So since we don't find a counterspell, what do we want to do? We're probably gonna continue ramping here because I have to get to Titan mana, which I'm gonna get to next turn, but they're probably holding up Remand. So I guess I want to play a fetch land. Fetching just gives me the most flex. Okay. Alright, so everybody... What the... Okay, so everybody's playing Spice today. Everybody's playing some spicy shit. We know that now. Is today Spice... Is today Spice Friday, Spice Thursday or something? I mean, we're gonna get Cryptic next turn, so we'd better find something. Definitely holding on to this fetch because it can potentially represent a Valaka trigger with a Dryad. So we're probably gonna find another Flagstones here. Just find the last one. Dryad? Cryptic Command. Growth Spiral. So I guess we main face this. Dryad or Cryptic Command? Dryad or Cryptic Command? Dryad or Cryptic Command. Field of the Dead. It's not it. That is not it, chat. That is not it. What I'm gonna do, however, is I'm gonna destroy their land. Just gonna go squatter them. Just hope that they don't have another red source. Seems like the only way that I can not die here. Another call for Kiki. For Tangled Florahedron. Okay. Not the one that I was expecting. So I'm doing this before here because it gives me more Sombos in play. So now we can field. And now I can go squatter them there. I guess I could have gotten some Sombos, but I think it's more important to... Like, the amount of zombies probably won't matter because I can't set up lethal this next turn. So with that being the case... okay, so we're just gonna get Kiki'd out of the game. They obviously have the Kiki in hand because they could have called for it, and they called for a Florahedron instead. Alright, dismembers. There's no way my opponent's playing... There's just no way they're playing Bloodman or something like that. Let's keep this. Gonna get a forest here because I think it's the land that I'm gonna sack to the Reclaimer activation, so... I guess maybe they're playing Ashiok. I doubt that they are. Sack this to get Flagstones. Put a field in place, say go. If I do well with this, last time I take it, for my top 8 season players of LGS. This list does look interesting, I'll tell you that much. Know how good it actually is. And that's what we're here to find out, huh? Flagstones. So this is gonna put us up a land. I guess I want to cycle this farmland. So let's go with some Heath. Omen of the Sea. Is my opponent playing a Yorion for value kind of deck? It's kind of hot. Okay, so I'm going to activate right now because my opponent's playing a. My opponent's playing in an Ambush Skull deck, so it's actually kind of reasonable for them to have access to Mind Sensor here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're gonna get Mystic Gate here. Just get Valakut. What happens if you Vesua Flaxen? You can't. The state-based effects just happen, basically. So you actually don't get priority to sack. You cannot like sack the Flagstones mid resolution, basically. That's just not something that you can do. You just don't get priority. So I'm playing it slow here because I want to hold up Gust. I don't want to get comboed out of nowhere. Restoration Angel is fine. Not good draws. Not good draws. Not good draws. Just not good draws. I don't think we can resolve this Titan. Just don't think we can. Call. They don't have triple red as things stand. Another call, that's fine. Realm Clock Giant. So they're gonna blow up their own resto? This sounds fine to me. So they're trying to go for it with Veil backup. Or we just gust it, so Veil doesn't matter. And now we... Wow. Respect. Respect. What the hell was that? Don't even worry about it. Where were all my good cards there? I wish I had seen at least, you know, one more of my interaction cards, which were 7. Sure, let's keep this. So we're gonna fetch for a basic forest. Yeah. Then we're gonna sack it, I guess. Yeah, we were playing the giant in. We were playing the giant in green white too. It wasn't very good in that deck at least. Ponza. Am I getting Bloodman here? Magist. Still not sure whether I want to cycle this or not. I think I'm not going to cycle it, but here my opponent can't attack through. Oh, they actually can this turn. Never mind. Come on. Come on, opponent. Opponent. Let's be reasonable here. Let's be reasonable here. Just gonna get another basic forest. I guess we can get an island. Oh, that's right, Vesuva doesn't go because there's a Magus. Whoopsies. Bloodbraid. Brutal that I can't punish. Kind of wish I had access to that island right about now. That third island. So they're gonna grow the ooze a little bit. Sure. But holding protection from my basics seems important. So they have 3 green sources. I can throw away this reclaimer. 3, 6, 7, 8 out of 5. I'm just throwing away the Reclaimer because it forces my opponent to like not, they cannot play a 4-drop here. I'm also kind of scared of like Lightning Bolt or something like that. Okay, they're still going too wide for me here. Dryad allows me to gain 1 more turn. Just like that. Cryptic sounds kind of iffy. Could play Dismember too, but I don't think I want to. Sure, skip this, bottom that. Let's get an island. Let's get a forest. Pillage. Well, better kill this Dryad opponent, because things are not getting pretty for you. I'll block your Magus. Dope. Basics, come to me. Not playing around Boil, because I don't think that we can. Just gonna Misty. So they're probably gonna eat the Udo here. So we just gotta draw, like what? Cryptic? Cryptic just wins. Ooh, they're looking for mana. So they have Glorybringer, I guess? Inferno Titan. So my opponent's playing Liz from like 5 years ago or something. Can we draw Cryptic, please, so we can win this game? Cryptic. Also counts. 1, 2, wee! I wonder who's the better Inferno Titan. My Titan or my opponent's Titan? Pew! 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 This is what an Inferno Titan looks like, opponent. Just like this. Inferno Titan looks just like that. Bunch of answers to Moon. Yep, let's go. It's kind of amazing to me how much better Prime to me is than any other Titan. Yeah, it really is. It really is not fair. I'll keep this. It's kind of an iffy one, but I think it's a keep. Like, Dryad is just that good against them. My opponent has a no 1-drop hand. Oof. Alright, things are looking good for us. Here's the Moon. Pillage. That's nice. It's very nice, actually. We might get boiled here, but if we don't, then we're probably going to be super far ahead. Blood Moon. Blood Moon is fine. Holding on to the lands because I want to get triggers from them. I guess I should not have exposed the Valakut. That was a mistake. I should have played the Vijuka Ball instead. That was a misstep. The idea is I'm just going to gust this on my end step. On their end step, sorry, and then untap and just trigger them a bunch. Yes, yes. So that's the plan right now. And that means that they don't have... So we Blood Moon them for the turn, which is kind of cute. And they blew up the wrong land. Sick. That means no Veil of Summer, which is obviously great for us. Put Moon on top. But if they spend their next turn playing Blood Moon, they just lose to all my Valakut triggers. So now if they play Moon, they just lose because I just Valakut them a couple times in response. And then I just attack for lethal. Got him. I've yet to cast Cryptic Command. I have yet to cast everything, basically. All of my blue cards are there just for show. Did you enjoy all the cutlery that you didn't listen to me knocking against the plate? Alright, what's my opponent doing over there? Revealing Lurrus. And we have a terrible hand that we're going to ship. Udo into Cryptic Command? What could ever go wrong, right? What could ever go wrong with this hand? Okay. Nothing could ever go wrong. That's the answer. I remember posting my password into the actual Magic channel once. That wasn't fun. That's hilarious. Turn 3 for first play where we want to be. Of course, that's where we want to be. That first spell is Uro. We love Uro. Would love to see like a Remand or Growth Spiral would be pretty hot. Growth Spiral would be real hot, actually. Growth Spiral would be nice. Seal of Fire. They're gonna scourge me here. Let's get a breeding pool. House said that this deck's matchup was like this was just our terrible matchup. Or like one of the worst matchups at least. You know what's a combo though? You know what's a combo? Dryad of the Elysian Grove plus Mystic Sanctuary. That's a combo. I think I'm gonna take this turn too. So now this is 4, 5, 6. So we can Cryptic plus Growth Spiral. Next turn. Then we can start doing Mystic Sanctuary nonsense. Hey, Bullwinkle, how's it going? Oh no, our Cryptic is gone now. God damn it. Opponent too lucky. We can draw that Cryptic next turn though. That bad boy grew pretty quickly. One, two, three, four, five, six. Do I want to draw this Cryptic or do I want to play a Primetime next turn? I guess if they have Dismember or something like that, or TBR, we lose to those cards. You could have Uro. Do I want a Uro here? Oh, please don't attack. I allow that hesitation. Please don't attack. Damn it. I feel like I want to draw the Cryptic here because I can then draw another card. Double Bolt are the last two cards. Yep. Or maybe not. Down to 2. Another Seal of Fire, maybe? No. Okay, so here we draw the Cryptic. Alright, 1 second. Sorry about that. So we're gonna Cryptic into Spiral here, I think. We could also Titan. Is Titan just better? Wait a second. What if we just slam a Titan? We're not dead push. If we slam a Titan, we're not dead to push. We're dead to double push. We're dead to Seal of Fire anyway. But we can get Field plus Bog. Well, we're dead to Battle Rage regardless, right? I feel like I really want to Udo next turn. And the thing is that if I Titan this turn, I can Udo into Cryptic next turn. So I only have to dodge... but Thoughtseize just gets me. But Thoughtseize gets me regardless, I guess. Yeah, I think I agree with that, yeah. Well, glad I caught myself, because yeah, I think that the line is actually to play Titan here. And I'm gonna get Bojuki Bog. I think I'm gonna get Bojuki Bog plus plus Field. Because I think that if we get to if we don't die, if we get to untap, I think that we actually are a favorite. I guess there's no need to Bog right now. Because like they don't really have the Lurrus just yet, so I guess there's no real need to Bog right now. So if I Vesuva the bounce, I die because I don't trigger Field of the Dead. So that doesn't seem like a great play. I think I'm just gonna get a Misty Rainforest. Let's just get a Misty. Represents more Titans next turn. So we're dead to TBR and we're dead to like Lightning Bolt or anything like that. So I imagine my opponent's gonna crack the Bomat here on end step, and they're gonna try to go for one of those draws. That I think is what I would do in their spot. Like Bolt just wins, Seal of Fire just wins, TBR wins. Like they have a lot of things that just win on the spot. Well, I guess that we don't lose with Fatal Push. Dead to TBR regardless, so we're just gonna make the Titan jump in front of that one. So we're dead to TBR regardless. They probably should fetch first, yeah. It's a spot where we would like to have Radiant Fountain. Sure, I mean, you can find those for sure. Okay, they found it. Again, they had a bunch of outs there, so no surprise. All right, Purges I like, Explosives I like. I think I want to side out some Dryads. They play Blood Moon sometimes. Maybe I want a couple of Gusts. I'm just so afraid that this card is going to be dead, though. Veil is also kind of sketch against them. Remand is just terrible. So I guess Veil is just better than Remand. Let's see if these Purges actually help us in here. I hope they do. God damn it. Remand has some utility. I don't like it too much personally. Yep. No Lurrus revealed, so they're playing Blood Moon, which is pretty easy for us to play around. So let's lead on Heath. We're probably going to get a tapped Breeding Pool on end step. Then we can play Flooded Strand. Probably going to get Thoughtseized here. Bomat. Bomat is just so good in this matchup. For them, that is, obviously. Please Thoughtseize me. Please Thoughtseize me. No! Damn it. Let's get a basic island. Should have played around it. There's no need for me to crack this. Like, for example, if my opponent Thoughtseizes me, I might want to just get some value from this Veil. I mean, now that they are just attacking, with this trigger on the stack, I'm just going to crack it. I just don't want the Scourge to get out of hand, you know? Blood Moon. It's honestly not really that big of a deal. I'm playing Uro just because I want to dig deeper. That's kind of, yeah, that's just bad. Any land would have sufficed. I just need to hit my land drops. Like if we hit my land drops, I'm just gonna win very easily. But in fact, my opponent is kind of limiting themselves on their black mana, which is good for me. But if I can't hit my land drops, then this Veil, this is my issue for a color like Veil Summer. It just looks so bad right now. Like, it's so heinous. Such a bad card right here. We're probably going to have to take some damage from these Scourge. I don't think we can block here. Maybe I should have blocked the Swift Spear. But I just have to guarantee that I end up with this, and if they have a bolt for the Swift Spear, we just lose, right? So or that. Alright, Bale is great. It's the best card ever printed. Best card ever printed. Best card ever. We can Titan here. I think we Titan. Purge plus Udo. The problem is I'm purging the Blood Moon and I'm not purging this, and I'm not like, I don't think I'm set up well enough just yet. I'm not attacking because I don't want to grow that guy, but... So now we're just gonna chump block with the Titan. Also, there's the fact that, again, my opponent is getting hurt by this Blood Moon. Blood Moon need to beat first. Yeah, see, and now we just win. Unless they have TBR. Like, TBR is the only thing that beats me here. King Mufasa, think about the follow. Purge the Scourge, Uro Den. I think to win this game, I'm going to have to get rid of this. Because if they have another Scourge, exactly. Like, if they have another Scourge, I just lose, right? Like, I have an Uro, but Uro just cannot keep up with this. And now we win, right? What can they have? Fatal Push? Purge and Blood Moon will kill Vesuva? No. Dryad still allows it to get tapped for mana. So I think that the line here is to just do this and just Titan for Valakut. Valakut plus field. And we just go face. We have exactly enough triggers. Yeah, we can lethal them. So we were gonna play Simigor Chamber, bounce Vesuva, second land drop, replay, copy in Valakut, and then we win. Our one-off Dryad got there. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. I guess I don't. I guess now that I know that they have Moon, I don't want to cut Dryads because they represent white sources. As weird as that might be. Shave Cryptic. You live and you learn. Yeah, for sure. Same thing with Meddling Mage. Same thing with Gemstone Mine. Gemstone Mine forces you to sacrifice whenever you take the last counter. But if you never take the last counter because it never had a counter, let's say that Blood Moon is already in play and I play my Gemstone Mine. Once the Blood Moon leaves the battlefield, the Gemstone Mine just stays in play. It just doesn't tap for mana unless you have the drive. I think I'm gonna go with this now. I could also cut the Reclaimers and just be a straight up control deck. The problem is that Remand seems so bad on the draw. Yeah, I don't like Remand at all actually. So let's just do this. I'm just human. I can't just ship this hand, you know. One does. Oh, I played the wrong fetch. I wanted to. I wanted to play this fetch land. Whoops. All right, so I guess I'm gonna have to fetch shock if I want to. Soul Guide Lantern. You got it. Reclaimer, you say? Reclaimer, you say? So if they attempt to kill this Reclaimer, I am going to just fetch for a shock land and protect it with Veil. And if they just Blood Moon, I'm just gonna go get a basic island. Basic island, let's go. So my opponent learned nothing from the previous game. Have they learned nothing? They've learned nothing, chat. Nothing. No attacks because I don't want to grow their shadows. Surgical my Udo? And they actually were rewarded? That's just unfair. Imagine bringing in Surgical against me alongside Soul Guide Lantern and getting rewarded for it. Feels bad, man. Also just realized that my opponent cannot play Scourge and they cannot play... they can't play Scourge nor Death Shadow right now. And they have Blood Moon, so they can't shock themselves. This is awesome. They are stuck on mana too. This is a delight. This is a delight, and this is what justice feels like, Chad. This is what justice feels like, Chad. So now Bolt doesn't kill Reclaimer. Thoughtseize. Don't mind if I do. I think they don't even gain the life. Ha! Nope, you don't gain the life. Growth Spiral. Put that land into play. Sacrifice that one. They clearly are desperate to play a shadow, so I'm just not gonna play into that. What's up, SRAM? So now they can, yeah, feed the swarm. That's nice, but... Alright, so I just have to draw anything here. Am I attacking here? I think I'm attacking here. That was cute, my opponent with their blood mins and stuff. Creo que estás en vivo, pero tengo clase ahorita y no puedo quedarme a ver este mazo. Se ve muy... Sí, está muy bueno, Swarm. Ahora lo vas a ver, sí, después lo vas a ver en el WOD. Está bastante bueno. Está muy divertido. We just casually 3-1. Can we get that 4-1? Is it weird speaking two languages? No, it's not. This hand's just perfect. The perfect hand for the perfect deck. The perfect hand for the perfect deck. Mi contenido es muy ventanas. Gracias, José. What language do I think in? Depends on what I'm doing. Usually when I'm playing Magic, I'm thinking in English. Usually when I'm playing Magic, I'm thinking in English. You know what would be awesome? If we could find a land. Yes. It's just the perfect deck, Chad. It's just the perfect deck. So I think that we're not gonna do anything because my opponent could have a Coco. So I'm not gonna do anything, I'm just gonna untap here. And now instead of remanding, I'm gonna Cryptic the Coco. Pienso en inglés cuando juego Magic desde que sigo este canal. Sí, puede ser que pase. Warrior Champion. That doesn't do anything, right? Am I missing anything? It just doesn't do anything. Just let that go. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna bounce their Temple Garden, that one. Because like we can just get the we can just remand the Cryptic and then we can just get it back, I think. So Snow Covered Island. Hallowed Fountain. One, two, three, four. So my opponent's gonna Coco and then we're gonna remand it. I guess that this means that we don't get to... Yeah, I guess we don't get to Sanctuary here, but we get to Udo though. Which seems cool. Easy. Land? Very easy. So, green, green, blue, blue. Land? No, no land. So I guess I'm just gonna go squatter the land. And now they need to draw land into the perfect company. Because if we get to, okay, land, they have the land. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So I can hold that Cryptic, or I can just Growth Spiral. 1, 2. Okay, so now I can actually just Cryptic, and I can also hold up the thing. This is a Mystic Sanctuary. Take 5, down to 6. Counter draw. Blue, blue, 1 and 1. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 mana. Mystic Sanctuary. Get back Cryptic. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Udo. Play my land. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6 mana. I kind of want to play this land. So we have enough mana to get back Udo next turn. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I guess I want to cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, I knew it. They had a land because they bounced it. That's actually true. Down to 3 we go. One, 2, 3, 4. Would be nice to find like a remand, something like that would be cool. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Drawing the triple Dryad without a Titan in sight. Not so cool. I still think we're fine. Still think we're in good shape. Yeah. I think we're supposed to bounce Sanctuary here instead of drawing a card. Counter this, bounce this. From the Crypt, thank you so much for the BDs. Hope everything's going well for you. Oh, come on. They're playing 2 Apparitions now? That sucks. Unless they don't have good attacks. It's like I go down 1. But then I just have more blockers next turn. And if we draw a Valakut or something like that, we just win. Like a Titan is lethal. Titan? Udo. Okay. So I guess that's a good top deck actually. Yes. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Pass the turn. The next step is playing Ephemerate. Probably not. Titan is kind of not a great thing to Ephemerate because usually when it resolves, it's just the first trigger is basically enough to just win the game. So we block here, we block here. We take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So block here, block here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down to 2. We have Cryptic, so we don't like to Ballista. And I guess that it's better for us to double block here, so we just have more dudes in play. So now they don't have attacks anymore. Now we're at 2, but we're holding up Cryptic, and this is game 1, so no Veil to worry about. I guess a good attack with one of the illusions. Opponent's winning Coco and no Coco. Okay. I think I'm kind of countering literally anything here. Blue, blue. Counter target spell, return target permanent. So 0 cards in hand, no good attacks. And the game wasn't over, but I guess it was enough for my opponent. Yeah, it was a nice little stack. Okay, so playing against Heliod. Gust sounds fine. Dismember also fine. Anything else? Explosive seems fine for a deck that doesn't have as much staying power as this one. Now we have so many ways of interacting. It just doesn't feel like explosive quite cuts it, you know? I guess actually Reclaimer's not bad. On the play, the Romancer are gonna come back. Good luck, Chevy Neuro. Yeah, it's possible. It really proved to be kind of awkward there, huh? Oh yes, the perfect hand. I'm gonna keep it though. We're gonna find a fetch land off the top, so this is gonna be fine. You're gonna see, here comes the fetch land right here. Told you. Told you this keep was very good. Yeah, you mad. We grab. Actually, I don't know if you made the changes, but I think your list wasn't playing Reclaimer, so we fixed it, and now it plays Reclaimer. Annoying. Annoying, and to be frank, quite rude. Maybe I should have played... No, I shouldn't have played Farmland because I want to hold up Gusto. How does it feel? So far, it seems oddly good. If that's a possible description for this, it kind of feels oddly good. I guess it's been doing some fun stuff. They put it on top. Can we cast Udo here? I think we should be able to, right? So we play this. We use this to make... Oh man, this is such a puzzle. So we play this. We use this to make blue mana. No, it actually doesn't work. No, yes. So we use this to make white green. Then we use the white to make blue white here. And then we have the green floating. That is hilarious. Okay, so white green. Make white green. Boom. And now we have to make blue white right here. Nice. Smooth. Smooth. Hella smooth. Okay, so they put the 2-drop on top and now they fetched it away. Which is interesting to say the least. I think I'm just gonna get this bog out of my hand. Why is Bog still in our deck? I don't know. I didn't feel like citing out lands. We're one land away from getting back Udo. Kind of be cycle. They've had one card in hand for a while now. Maybe it is a Veil of Summer or something like that. It could also be another apparition. It wouldn't surprise me if it were another apparition, actually. I would love to find a Field of the Dead, though, or a Primetime. Well, we have to get Uro back because we're not doing anything otherwise, so... we kind of have to do something. Blue. Blue. And green. If we find the Cryptic, we can cast it. It's very likely that the last card in hand is another apparition. Imagine how much easier this game would have been if I have had access to my Reclaimer. Oh, Path to Exile, okay. It's kind of brutal. It's kind of brutal. These flagstones don't do anything anymore. I guess there's a temple garden still. I want more blue source. So we have a bunch of game-winning draws right here. But we also have a bunch of blanks as well. And it's actually not the worst. Actually not the worst. I wonder if they have Mind Sensor. Ranger Captain. So they can make a 2/2 Ballista here. 3/3 Ballista, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it could have been a 4/4. Crazy. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Oh, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Whoops. So now we get a field. Make some Sombos. Something good, please. I think I'm out of fetchables. I guess that's not true. I have one basic forest still. Spike feeder. Three Ballista. Okay. They kind of have to kill this guy right now, yeah, I was gonna say. It really sucks. It really sucks. Am I supposed to attack? We lose one zombie. My opponent can put 1, 2 counters on the Ballista, so the Ballista would be a 3/3 next turn. Ballista becomes a 3/3. They can't attack with it because otherwise we just block it. We take 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so it's lethal. I guess we have 4 zombies, so never mind. Yeah, we actually should attack here. So they're probably going to just block with the Ranger Captain. Of course, we're dead to Heliod and all of the combo duties. Should we fetch here instead? We fetch. 5 dudes need to make it through, so we can force some chump blocks. Sure. Now we are out of fetchables, so this just doesn't do anything. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. So we attack with everything. They block. They block here. They put 2 counters on Ballista. They block. I guess we force a chump block on the Reclaimer, which gives us a 1/1. So I think we have to serve. All right, good blocks from OP. I guess we still have Mystic Sanctuary, actually, so it was definitely correct for us to attack here. Opponent goes to 1. Definitely correct for us to attack, actually, the more I think about it. Because we still have a fetchable. Don't do it, opponent! Don't do it! Yes! Yes! We whiffed, but they whiffed for longer. Sweet, that was fun. That was fun. Our loss was to a Seek meme deck that I loved every second of. Like a Kiki combo nonsense. Okay. Sideboarding time. It's got one of those. What are we missing? What are we missing? The mana base was as atrocious as advertised. So it's nice to not get disappointed, you know? What else? Loam for value overload. I don't think there was ever a spot where I would have wanted Loam. It could be a sideboard card. But I'm not sure I like it as a main deck card. I'm closer to playing like Steve or Search for Tomorrow than I am to playing Loam, I think. Factor Fiction? How do we feel about Factor Fiction? Oh, Third Island, yeah. I guess that's a good one. Third Island actually would have come up. I'm not sure how I feel about these cards. They're really awkward if you draw both. Like they're fine if you draw one of them, but then they're kind of awkward if you draw both. I think I'm gonna cut the Wooded Bastion. Although green is the color that I have felt the most bottlenecked with. Maybe we should just cut the Mystic Gate. If we want to run Cryptic Command, I don't think we can though. What are the advantages of Simic-Titan over Celestial Titan list? That's like saying what are the advantages of Burn over Prowess? They're just different decks, right? They're somewhat related, but not really. This just decks where counter magic is good. This deck is gonna be better. Like that's probably just that's as far as I would go probably. Maybe some Tail Send. The Aspiring Spike special. Reduce 1 white land. I'm not gonna cut one of my... These are necessary for the engine to function, so I'm not gonna cut one of these. If I cut one, it's gonna be the Wooded Bastion or the Mystic Gate. Probably the Mystic Gate. So I think I'm gonna try this up next. Couple of changes. That's gonna be it for the first league. Obviously, we got a pretty respectable 4-1, so definitely excited about that. This list is fun, so we're gonna be playing some more of it. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye bye.